before you hit that fucking horn, man, I got to give my dudes the flowers. This summer, 2023 is your fucking summer, bro. That shit down in the books. Welcome, man, my dog, Mike, motherfucking G, man.
Mike
Good to
G,
have you on.
a.k.a. Mr. Sunday Funday, a.k.a. Mr. Wine and Dine. Nah, for real, man. It's good to have you on here, man. For real, man. I said the same thing. That's probably the only. I think that's the only Sunday Funday shit I went to this summer.
Yeah,
that was the first one I went to, and I'm gonna tell you this, man, and even to the listeners out there, and this is really kind of. I know a lot of people have events, so don't take it wrong. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, y'all shit is weak. But what I will say is that was probably the that is because you know how people be like, damn, they only giving him his prop shit.
It's just different.
But it was different, man. But it's so different, you know, for what the city normally bring in. And then on top of that, man, it was just so many like black folks all in the same building, and you really didn't get no bullshit drama. And I'm not talking like they just like, oh, it's just y'all think wine. Nah, boys was wine split. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't just there, like, so. It was
player, bro.
It was so player.
Yeah.
I had to say to my guys the next day, I said, that's probably the single most black event that and I know it's not just for black people, but might be the best black event I've been to in Nap in, like, I don't know how long.
But see, hear my question, though, because I don't understand how he was able to keep running it back.
Yeah.
He kept running it back. I'm like, bro, hold on, wait. People ain't about to get tired.
That's what made me go.
Bro, he kept running it back. That boy just kept getting fatter. I'm like, bro, hold on. We getting there damn near early. Man, nah, listen. That one time, you know when the rain came and hit. And we pulled in and I seen girls running in their heels, bro, through the puddles just to get in. I said, this nigga got the summer. Yo, what's good, man? Welcome to another episode of Moguls in the Making, man. Episode 35. I'm your host, Catch a Bag. Oh.
I'm your host, the most gracious, the most handsome, the most everything. You know it.
Yep.
Tyrone Johnson, a.k.a. Geechee, a.k.a. You know what the fuck it is.
Man, listen. Why you gotta start the podcast like that every fucking, hey, you know, see, I fucks with you, my dog, man.
You know what it is.
Episode 35, bro. We back at it. I know it's been a couple weeks since we shot. Obviously, we got a different setup today.
I'm on bullshit today.
Hey, that's cool, man. I'm
just saying because I got a red Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he might be on bullshit for sure. Who even drinking Mountain Dew? Nigga, what? But hey, man, T, what we got going on in the business, man? Where we at right now?
Man, we at a really sweet spot right now in our business, as a matter of fact. So, just to bring y'all up to date. You know, we've been having the team flowing. We've been having meetings every week, every day into every week. So, like, we have an hour meeting with the whole entire team every Monday. We've been having 15-minute meetings every day, and I feel like it's really been a help for us. We just closed on our flip that we had out there.
Yeah, we did.
So shout out to our lenders on that one and stuff like that.
Yeah, we made over $100K on that.
Made over $100,000 on that one, and then
it's quick flip too.
Quick boy.
Yes, sir.
It stood on market for too long because the contractors didn't do what they were supposed to do the first time.
Yeah,
but
man.
They came back and made it right. So,
yeah.
So we just finished that up. We've been wholesaling at least 4 deals a month right now as it sits, and we just doubled up our marketing going into this next month. So we always have a great October. So I'm hoping
October always good for us, man. October be October be great.
It'd be great. But let me tell y'all why. Because everybody getting ready for the holidays. Everybody want to sit back during the holidays. That's when we go harder. Now I'm not even trying to be funny though. Like when the holidays start to come, people naturally slow down. They slow down in their marketing. Some of them stop marketing altogether. They just like, hey, I'm about to go be with the family for, you know what I'm saying, the holidays, and I don't got time to be on the phones and this, that, and the other. But for us, like you see right now, we doubling down. You know what I'm saying? So when everybody let up, we double down. We just so happen to have really good months when we do that.
October is our best months of the year, man. I don't know how
historically,
that works. But also, you got people on the flip side, you got people that want to sell their house because of the holidays to get them extra money to be able to, you know, buy gifts or go on those end of the year trips and stuff like that. And then you got people that, like bigger investors, people who've been seasoned in the game, they need to buy properties so that they can, offset some of their taxes and stuff like that for the rest of the year. So, you know what I mean? But like T said, a lot of people take their foot off the gas being in our position. So we keep our foot on the gas. More people want to sell their properties. More people are trying to buy properties during this time. And you know what I'm saying? We just capture that window, man. And we go crazy usually in October. So
absolutely. So I'm excited for that, man. And we actually going to be bringing on a new hire here soon, too. So
yes, sir.
That's going to really help us out as well.
November 1st, man.
November 1st is move-in date, basically. Time to get it slapping.
Join Death Row, man.
Absolutely. But without further ado, man, I'm going to let you bring this one in.
Hey, man, I got my dude in the building, man. We ain't super, super tight, but listen, before you hit that fucking horn, man, I got to give my dudes the flowers. This summer, 2023 is your fucking summer, bro. That shit down in the books. Welcome, man, my dog, Mike. Motherfucking G, man.
Mike G, a.k.a. Mr. Sunday Funday, a.k.a. Mr. Wine and Dine. Nah, for real, man. It's good to have you on here, man. For real, man. I said the same thing. That's probably the only. I think that's the only Sunday Funday shit I went to this summer.
Yeah,
that was the first one I went to, and I'm gonna tell you this, man, and even to the listeners out there, and this is really kind of, I know a lot of people have events, so don't take it wrong. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, y'all shit is weak. But what I will say is that was probably that is, because you know how people be like, damn, they only giving him his prop shit.
It's just different.
But it was different, man, but it's so different, you know, for what the city normally bring in. And then on top of that, man, it was just so many, like, black folks all in the same building, and you really didn't get no bullshit drama. And I'm not talking like they just, like, oh, it's just, y'all think wine. Nah, boys was wine split. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't just there, like, so. It was
player, bro.
It was so player.
Yeah.
I had to say to my guys the next day, I said, that's probably the single most black event that and I know it's not just for black people, but might be the best black event I've been to in Nap in, like, I don't know how long.
But hear my question though, because I don't understand how he was able to keep running it back.
Yeah.
He kept running it back. I'm like, bro, hold on, wait. People ain't about to get tired.
That's what made me go.
Bro, he kept running it back. That boy just kept getting fatter. I'm like, bro, hold on. We getting there damn near early. Man, nah, listen. That one time, you know when the rain came and hit. And we pulled in and I seen girls running in their heels, bro, through the puddles just to get in. I said, this nigga got the summer. He killed the summer.
A lot of people look at this year, especially people that's just finding out about me, like, and they surprised. They, you know, happy that they got something to do, something different to do. But it's 3 years in the making. You know, my first Sunday event was 2 years ago. So, like, this is the third summer of it. Last year was crazy, but this year was definitely the craziest. But my goal with it, of course, is to expose my wine, one, but then two, like, do that, like bring black people together in an unfamiliar setting, and then just have them experience something different and just show other people that, like, we can interact in these environments and it can be cool. And then also to show some of the people that, like, never experienced things, like go somewhere and don't act a fool, like just be cool. Like, it's cool to be cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with not doing too much. It's not the club. It's just a different environment.
Yeah. And we rock with that. Like, our events be different. Like, you know, we put on, you know, it's been the last, few years that we didn't have different, like a real estate event. But it's like we have a saxophonist, live art. We just have bring a whole different feel. People come to it like, damn, like, this is a networking event, but I don't feel like it was like the ones that I'm used to going to.
Right,
like,
I come in with a notepad and I'm in there like, you know what I'm saying?
I got a little lit, but I was talking to some people about, you know what I'm saying, getting to it. So
mess around, pick me up a girlfriend and everything in there.
Man, what?
But nah, that's how they really
people pulling up in sprinters and stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that was.
We had to come in on the sprinter.
Yeah, we definitely had to come in on the sprinter. You know how we do. But nah, man, that was super dope. But I think start with that for me, man. I feel like a lot of times people just see this year, like you just said. Like, go back to the beginning of this. Like, what was your thought process? Was it just like something you was messing around with, or you was like, man, I know I'm about to blow up like these Sunday events. It's a need for that here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your thought process around that?
I mean, honestly, I think most of my success just in everything I do just comes from everything being organic. So when I did my first event, it was completely free. The wine was even free. You know what I'm saying? So when we first made my white wine, Sharice, they had like overproduced it a little bit, had like a extra keg or whatever of it. And they were like, you know, before we start selling it, you know, it's coming out in the summer. Like if you want to activate our patio, like let's do an event, you know, and just give some people, you know, some of the wine for free. And then they could just buy bottles if they like it, you know, just to get it out there. Like that was the first year I was doing the white wine. So the first event, it was a Sunday, and then we were trying to like creatively come up with a name for it, and they had some names, and I was just like, you know, I travel a lot, and Sunday Funday is not a thing in Indianapolis, so let's just keep it real simple and just name it Sunday Funday.
Right.
Nobody's doing that, but I ain't any other city is cracking. Like Sunday is the
Tampa,
day.
Sunday is the day.
Sunday is the, and
I ain't Texas, Florida.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I will say, I don't know. Y'all probably can disagree, but this year and that, Sunday Funday has been a thing. I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
Yo, we going out on Sundays. It's Mass Ave. It's Oakmont. It's going here. We doing that. Like, people active. Like, it's more and more DJs at different restaurants. I ain't saying you the whole reason for that. But I'm saying, you got a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? Boys weren't doing stuff on Sunday and that.
Mike,
you know
he been there. He been
2-3 years ago.
Hey, he been to everybody else shit. I only been to yours, bro. You know, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't been to everybody else shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I only been to yours, bro.
DJ, you know what I mean? Over there playing and spinning and stuff, man. It's crazy. Like,
nah, I hear you.
Sunday a thing.
I definitely has been. It's been hard to stay in, but
this summer in Indianapolis, it definitely like was just on a different trajectory. Like, it was dope for me to see too, just being a part of, because I never even wanted to throw events or nothing like that.
Oh, for real?
Or like, I'll say I never wanted to be like a party promoter.
Right, exactly.
But it's like it kind of like happened because of the wine, and like I said, it was free. And then once it got to a situation where it's like the first one, it was like 500 people there, and I didn't know what to expect. People buying wine, doing everything. So it's like, no, we got to charge. We got to get security. We got to hire sheriffs. We got to put things in order. We got to get more employees here. Like, the money had to come in just to be able to take care of everything that was going on, because it was completely understaffed, because it was just a flyer like, just pull up, shit is free, get some free wine, try my wine, if you like it, buy a bottle. But this summer in Indianapolis, I just feel like, you know, that energy, people like me and people like y'all and everybody that's doing stuff in the city, it just made it more of an open playing field in regards to like how people wanted to spend their time, especially like on the weekends or when they're not working. So for a Saturday or a Sunday where it's like 10 events going on in a weekend, that's like not really normal in Indianapolis, especially for people to like hop around.
Exactly.
In other cities, people will like, you know, you go to D.C., for instance, like you go outside on a Saturday or Sunday at 12 noon, you might not get home to 1 in the morning.
Right.
3 in the morning.
Because you just hop.
Out here, it's like, nah, if it's this going on, I ain't doing nothing till 7 o'clock.
Right.
And it's like, nah, you could go do X, Y, Z, and then you could come back to A.
Exactly.
Like, it's cool. The alphabet will start over again. Back out.
That's what's up.
Mike, man, catch us up, though, like right now, because that's not all you do. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just had to give you flowers.
Yeah,
this city 2023 was Mike G, 100%. Nigga, I said it here first.
100%.
Shit. And summer just now getting over, but for sure, that's you a hater if you don't think that. You know what I'm saying? And you live in that, for sure. Salute to everybody else doing their thing, but hey, listen. But nah, catch us up though. What else you got going on? Obviously you got clothes. Obviously you got, a hand with the food. You gotta, I feel like you do a good job of building like influence, community. Like people want to see what you about to do next. You know what I'm saying? So like talk your shit. Catch us up to today. What all do you got going on? All have your hands in.
Yeah.
And stuff like that,
So I mean, I like to tell people it's like basically like a tree, like it's me, like Mike G as a brand. So within my brand, of course, I do the food blogging. I do the car stuff with motor. So driving the Tesla, driving different EVs. I got my wine. So that's like the main things within like my personal brand. But then I also have WDRFA. We don't run from adversity. So clothing and lifestyle brand. We do everything from apparel to drinkware, home goods, leather goods. Like we sell candles, flasks, coffee mugs, everything, not just, clothing. And then I'm also like the director of marketing for Hang Time. So what that means is I pretty much oversee, and I'm the creative director on all special projects. I run the socials as well as the websites for Hang Time as well. So
damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got a lot of collaborations on the way. Some super big ones.
Like what?
Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
So we got a collection coming out at the stadium. And then we doing stuff for All-Star Weekend too. So it's just, I don't get much free time, but I feel like this time of like me grinding right now, like I'll be able to look back on it one day and be like, this is why I get all this free time.
I'm proud of myself. Yeah.
I'll be stressed the fuck out, and mad, sad, happy. It's like you go through every emotion when you like don't have time to think about it. But
absolutely,
it's cool though, man. It's just staying busy, and then just always trying to make shit work. I work good under pressure.
I also be seeing too, man, like as far as like the food and stuff like that, I'll be seeing you on the food vlog side of stuff, like with the wine and with the food and all of that. Like, is this just something that like just came up like recently, or is this something that like your whole life, like you kind of been into that lane of like food and drinks and you know what I'm saying? Like, where does that come from, bro? Like, where does that start at?
So I mean, I would say like growing up, I was a picky eater, but like my family, like all sides of my families, like both sides, I mean, just always cook big meals, like come from big family on both sides. But furthermore than that, like when I moved out here in 2011 from Northwest Indiana, just seeing different stuff. And then my ex, she exposed me to or just put me in a position to be exposed to a lot, like in regards to going to different restaurants and seeing different stuff. Like I'm from small community, you know what I'm saying? So I would go different places and I was just posting stuff on my Instagram, Twitter, and people be like, where you at? You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where we was doing it at least a couple times a month and people was asking. And I was just like, I would tell them, and then they would end up hitting me up. Like, I went to that spot, it was good, or just telling me different stuff. So, like I said, a lot of my success was just organic, and then just like a light bulb in my mind went off, like, nah, this could be a business. Like, I could really tell people, like, let me go experience stuff, and then tell people if it's good or not, or just show people what's going on.
I got a couple questions then, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Fire off. Lo, this for you and me. Because me and my wife, we low-key foodies. So, look. You gonna have to tell me.
Yeah.
Naptown.
Yeah.
Best seafood restaurant. Naptown. Best street
Steak.
Tacos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know steak. I got steak.
I mean, I still want to hear him say it though.
I want to see something different, like best Thai food restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you said seafood first?
Yeah.
We ain't really got no seafood restaurants here, but I will say a seafood dish that I enjoy a lot is at Livery, the seafood paella.
Okay,
it's
I had that.
Good. I like a couple things from Pier 48.
Okay.
But yeah, we ain't really got no seafood.
So you don't take really nothing like Bonefish Grill,
right?
Oceanair,
like Oceanair. You don't think those are like
chain restaurants?
You don't eat at chain joints,
only Roof Chris. Roof Chris fire.
Right.
You can't not eat Roof Chris, but
so you basically
don't
eat at the chain joints. Okay.
Yeah. I eat local chain restaurants, but I don't eat at chains.
Right. Okay, so let's go off of that. Now we talking about street tacos. So that can be a food truck. That could be a hole in the wall joint.
Yeah.
Where you going?
So I got a couple different spots that I'll go to. I mean, downtown, I like Julietta's. That's right here at the Stutz. Like they make all of their tortillas fresh, like they grind the corn, like right in the back.
Damn.
And then everything is good, fresh. But I like on the west side, I like Taco 46, and on the east side, I like Paco's.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen Paco's before too. I never tried.
Taco 46 go. You know what I mean? That's solid.
And then steak.
Steak restaurant.
Like I say, I don't like chains, but like Roof Chris is just like that. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to be Roof Chris. Like, I like St. Elmo's. I like here. I like a lot of steak places, but like Roof Chris is just like.
I love Roof Chris.
Different.
How you feel about Tony's? You been to Tony's?
Yeah, I've been to Tony's.
That's my
Roof Chris.
that's mine over Roof Chris now, here at least.
I mean, it's good. You know, I like the vibe, but
yeah.
I ain't paying that ticket when I can go to Roof Chris for a little bit less than that.
Right.
I'm
not gonna lie though, it hit. That ain't St. Elmo's. That ain't St. Elmo's.
I just get filet when I get steak.
Oh, do you?
So, like,
okay. I'm going bone-in ribeye.
Yeah, I go to ribeye too though.
But what I was about to say though, even on the steak tip, is like in Cali, like they be like Roof Chris, like why would you go to Roof Chris?
I mean,
like
they got so many restaurants.
Exactly,
out there,
but my favorite restaurant of all times out there, Mastro's. My favorite steak restaurant
I
at
like
least.
Mastro's.
But Thai food, and then we done with this.
My favorite Thai food is CM Square in Fountain Square.
I ain't had that.
Yeah,
I ain't had
fire.
that either. Okay.
I like their pad Thai.
I've seen it though.
Noodles, curry, the fried rice. And then I'll just add a bonus one. My favorite Italian food is Sangiovese.
Where is that at? Oh no! I've seen them.
Fishers,
yeah,
got one on
the one in
86,
Fishers is right by my
crib.
crib. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, Sangiovese is stupid.
Okay.
They make everything
I'm about
fresh.
to try that out.
You could like mix. You ain't got to mix and match, but like, say if it's a certain dish and you want a different noodle or like everything fresh, so you ain't got to worry about it being like, no, we can only give you this.
Exactly.
Like this. That's why I don't really like chains.
Yeah. They want to mix and match and all that shit.
They're in there frozen because like the consistency has to be
right,
which
at
is
a certain
like,
height.
Understanding business, you know, but it's like, no, I don't want it to be like it can have a little bit of flair on it. Or,
yeah, exactly. Put your little seasoning and your little taste on it. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And you've been doing, because I knew you've been doing that since probably about like from me knowing it. It's been about maybe 3 or 4 years since I know you've been doing it. Because I think really, I had seen you doing it, but I think you know my sister too, Erica Fly. She do like a lot of she hosted the garden party. She like she do like a lot of like, she go to a whole bunch of events and stuff like that or whatever. So I think she had, I was asking her, I was like, yo, sis, let me, I was like, yo, I need a spot to go to for brunch or something. I think I was about to take a little, you know, shout it out or something, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, go to Mike G page. And I was like, damn, you right, you do be doing that shit or whatever. So then I went to it. I think I had seen some dope shit that you had put up, but it wasn't nothing that like fit that moment, what I was trying to find or whatever. But that's when I was like, damn, yeah, I forgot he do be doing that. But how long you say you've been doing it?
Since 2015. So
damn.
It's been a long time. Like a
lot of your stuff just seem like it's organic, and you've been doing it for so long, and now everybody like.
Because I'm honestly burnt out on it now. Like I'll still have conversations with people in my DMs and stuff, but like actually like having to go to restaurants and like really, you know, reviewing it. Yeah, I'm burnt out on. I wish I'd have came up in the TikTok era like now because it's like it would have been all fresh. But like at this point, I'm like. I just did it. I did it for 8 years. Like I'm straight.
For sure.
Which ain't nothing wrong with it. But
change gears just a little bit. So talk to us about the business behind wine, for instance. Like for instance, talk to us all the way from the grape all the way to the bottle. Give us that process. How you got it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, how I got into it honestly was it was just a unique situation. It was I worked with Daniel's Vineyard on just like a marketing project, kind of like I do with restaurants, and then it kind of went well. So they had like ideas about doing some things together, and I was like, if we're gonna do anything together, like we should make some wine together first, and that would like solidify our relationship, and then we could build from there. Like we could do events, we could do all of these different things.
Right.
So it's unique. Like it's not like I'm an actual winemaker myself, but what I will say is what they do is crazy. Like to be considered a vineyard, you have to grow, you know, vines on your land.
Yep.
So they grow vines on the land, but then they also, just because our land is so wishy-washy, we in the Midwest.
That's all about
they
that.
also import from the West Coast, so Washington and California, heavy. So they'll import things in, and then from there, it's pretty much what you would think it is with the process. Like, depending on, you know, if you're just having a single kind of wine and you're not making like a blend, you know, it's sourcing the grape that you think you like, and then from there is what you do with it. So, you know, you pretty much stumping it like people do, but they got tools and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
And mesh it together.
You know, do you want it dry? Do you want it sweet? Kind of deal. And then you use some of the natural flavors, or it's exactly what you think it is. You just gotta have the machines to do it,
right?
You know, which is like
and they
half
had
the
them.
battle,
yeah.
Which is most people ain't got millions of dollars.
So, Mike, what if we wanted a wine? Can we do that, or is it's ugly?
With Daniels.
With Daniels, with
I mean, it's ugly with Daniels. I mean, if you want to do one, I mean,
right.
You know, that's what moguls in the making.
More power to you.
You gotta come with that leverage in it in negotiation.
Right.
Just
Right.
like brand new.
Well, Mike, tell me though, bro. Tell me behind like as far as the events. Obviously, I know you came with the wine. But when you came out with the store, you know what I mean. You kept, you know what I'm saying, elevate at least the summer and stuff like that, and just everything that you've been doing. But as far as the wine specifically, like we thought, when I was like, ooh, that's hard. Like that's dope. Come out with, you know what I mean, have your hand in spirits. Like we got a couple of our guys that own different, you know what I'm saying, spirits. I'm like, me and T always just interested in that. You know what I mean? Like that's dope. Hove and, you know what I'm saying, so many Ross and, you know what I mean, just the people that we look up to that done paved the way. A lot of them got their hands in that lane though. Right. You know what I mean, to some degree. But as far as your events, as far as the wine, like, can you even tell us like today how much bread that you done made from that? Like how much do it cost to make a bottle, and how much do you like say what's your profit margin on like a bottle of wine?
It's not what people think. Like, of course I make money. Ain't nobody doing shit for free, but like I don't. One of my problems in business is I always consider the customer. Like I don't never look at things and be like, I'm about to get rich doing this, because I always look at it both ways. Like I look at it from my end, but then I also look at it like for longevity. So with my wine, of course, it has to be certain prices just because it got to hit certain margins in order for everybody to be able to eat. Right. But I probably see about 20 to 25% of each bottle sale. Okay. But then on the flip side, you know, with my events, like I said earlier, I got to pay all of these different things in order to make this event happen and make sure shit goes smooth. So I don't really make much money off of any of it, but, you know, the fact that people do look at it like it ain't no bullshit going on. They can be a couple times a year. I look at it like, you know, over a 3, 4, 5 year span, I'll be able to make all the money I want because I can keep creating those experiences. It's a setup,
and you putting out quality. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I'm making money. I'm definitely eating. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do this shit and starve. I'm gonna do the things that I like and live my life. But at the same time, like I say, in Indianapolis, people don't really get to experience things. And I mean, like now people are starting to travel more, which I love, because then they come back and they understand when I'm doing something. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I could go ahead and do it. Opposed to 3 years ago when I'm like, I'm gonna do an event called Sunday Funday, and people are like, what the hell is that?
Right.
And I'm like, no, go anywhere else in the country. And like, it's literally a whole day of just shit going on. But since it ain't, let me just do it.
Staying ahead of it.
So I mean, of course, I ain't gonna say how much money I done made, but I done made enough.
You done made it. All right. So, well, tell me, and then T, I'll let you go in. I know I've been going in.
Straight.
As far as the wine, though, Mike, is it even a conversation like? Mind you, we not in it, but I know, like, if me and T set something up, right, maybe it might be a partnership, which it sounds like you got with Daniel Vineyards, right? And say, okay, cool, I'm able to bring this amount of attention to it, this amount of sales, this amount of whatever. At a certain point in this relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it go up in percentage, or y'all just say, like, hey, this how we rock, this what it is right now? Do you start to get more leverage over time as you build, kind of like how Ross did with Bel Air, right? I don't think. At first, he was just promoting it. Yep. And he probably, you know what I'm saying, got something off the strip or whatever. And then he was like, hold on, man, like, let's sit down and really, you know what I'm saying, figure this out. Right. And start to become real ownership in it. Now he got his own, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know all his details, but, you know, obviously he got Black Bot. Like, they start to come out with even different Bel Airs. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was around what he was picking. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, like, is it set up like that for you? Or is it just, like, this what it is, this what I like? I didn't did what I needed to do.
Yeah, it's set up like that. Like we review often, you know what I'm saying? So it's a great partnership because that door is open because we have worked together prior. Right. And it's not like I helped them start the business.
Right.
So it's like it's a little bit different of a relationship just because the relationship started with business.
Yeah.
It started in good faith and everything went well and shit has done nothing but go well, So that's not necessarily normal in every business transaction that, you come up with a plan and the shit work. And
Right.
And then it worked for 3 years straight.
Right.
We had those conversations, percentages
through
do
COVID,
change.
through all of that.
Exactly. So things do change over time, but that's just,
business.
going into business and like you say, with that leverage, like everybody can't go have that conversation. I do know that like after I did the wine with them, that probably like 20 people hit them up like, I think I could do a wine, and they was like, no.
Right.
So that's kind of what like cemented them in my heart to be like, y'all turned down, people that was trying to do the same shit I was doing. So y'all
really
show
trying to
some
build
loyalty to
loyalty.
me,
That's 100,
which
bro.
in business is hard to come by.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Right.
I love that. Go ahead, T.
Which basically he's saying, quit fucking asking if you can get a
Right.
fucking wine.
Let me
no,
shut the fuck up,
damn
man.
it.
My bad. Mike, I'm trying to
Nah,
step
I'm
on
just
your
playing.
toes and shit.
But no. That's what's up, man. Tell me this. When it comes to the future, right? I know right now you got all of this going. Everybody know what you got going. That means you got something in your bag.
Yeah.
That you got. I can just tell. Because he already done told us that he's so calculated. Like, he started the foodie shit in 2015.
He in the
it's
future.
2023.
He in the future.
So what are you thinking about right now in 2023 that we going to see in 2028? Because we going to come back to this interview and be like, damn, he said it. He fucking said it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, right now, I ain't even thinking that far. To be honest, I'm so stuck in the grind in between everything that I'm doing, with us opening up this store, and like I said, with everything I do with Hang Time and then the wine and then somewhat, dabbling in the food blogging still in the influencer space. I really honestly have zero time for myself and my thought process until like March or April of 2024. But, I do feel like all this work I'm putting in, all these people I'm meeting, all these connections that I'm making, will springboard to something. I don't necessarily know what it is, but when it is time, I just want all of my businesses and brands I'm a part of to continue to elevate with me, so we all at one level. So when we get to, 3 years from now, it's like, oh no, my wine been in stores for 3 years, but the wine been out for 6 years. The clothing brand, you could buy it at Nordstrom, but you could also get it from our store. So that's where I'm just trying to continue to elevate everything I'm doing and just stay in that grind. But just like y'all was talking about earlier, that should just take a team. So one of the things I've been working on a lot lately, and in my opinion, how to really be a mogul in the making is to motherfucking have a strong team behind you. So finding the right people that you can either coach or that's like-minded to, enable you to grow. So that's the one thing I've been working on to free my mind up so I can answer questions like that, so I can really work on what's going to happen in the future.
Has that been the biggest struggle for you?
Like finding the right people to work with, because I'll sacrifice damn near everything for some money, and it's not just money, but it's like shit that I'm a part of in business, and I just find that most people won't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's getting fried.
I mean,
Josh is behind the camera on bullshit, man. He done pulled out at least 3 or 4. What are them Danishes or whatever? He's on bullshit right now. I keep on seeing. I just seen him pull out another one, and every time he pull it out, he laughing and shit, man. He's on one. But nah, go ahead. My bad.
That's just one of the main things. Is like finding the right type of people to work with. Like I had an assistant for probably like 6 months, and I mean, it was a great experience for me because she was getting like, when I was really heavy in the influence, she was getting like 20-30% of every contract that I signed. But she wasn't even doing shit for her, you know what I'm saying? All she had to do was handle the communications, and she barely could do that. But then when I really broke it down and like, reevaluated myself and self-evaluated everything that I was doing, I'm like, I probably didn't set her up, to
for
be
success,
in position to win, So it made me really be like, okay, I got to create systems and processes for everything I do.
There you go.
In order for people to take over.
We digging into that right now, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, when you
real shit, bro.
When I worked corporate jobs, I did everything. So when you see CEOs and people be like, they don't do shit, it's like, yeah, because they got to make sure, like, they making sure of some shit. Like,
they making sure everything else is flowing.
They done did everything. You just wasn't there when they was doing fucking everything.
Exactly.
So now that they don't do nothing, but they got to be in charge of making sure everything get done, it is different.
It's totally different.
You know, being so hands-on is something that I won't be doing in those next, couple years. Because
for sure.
So something he said, y'all, just to kind of go back, because he said how to be a mogul, like notes that I'm taking down, at least that he said that I already kind of know too, but he's just reaffirming that to y'all because we done heard this time and time again. Delegate, delegate, delegate.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as possible, start to get your systems and processes down so that you can delegate those to the right people. The third thing I was going to say is the right people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might have put somebody in that position that really couldn't handle that position, or their behavior type wasn't really fit for that position. You know what I'm saying? So when he says, hey, I might not have set her up for success, that's what a CEO do. You see what he's doing? He's taking it on his base. I may not have set her up for success.
Accountability.
He's not blaming her.
Right.
He blaming himself because he the one that put her in that position. And then looking back at it, like when you going through it, you like, damn, she ain't getting shit done. And then he like, look, I had to self-evaluate and say, look, damn, I really didn't set her up for success. I ain't really had the systems and processes set up for her that I really should have had for her. She might not have fit in this position. She might have fit over here better, but shit, now it's over. Now I know going into it next time, this is how I'm going to rock with it. But definitely take note of that because, like he said, if you want to become a young mogul, that's the way to do it, bro. Like, you got to be able to get stuff out of your hands. And which one big thing he noticed, one big thing with me is it was so hard to just let stuff go because I'm like, nah, I know how to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but it's huge to be able to do that. That's what makes a CEO. You have to let stuff go. When you start letting stuff go, you start seeing people doing shit better than what you would do it and more efficient than you would do it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely take that
and if you're a CEO, too, like, just to add on what, both of them is saying is that, like, you got more time, more brain width, more time to sit back and see it through a different light. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You've been in a relationship, right, and been in the thick of it. You like, man, you keep being on and off, doing all that shit. Then y'all finally get that one breakup where it's like, damn, you a little bit longer than where they usually last before y'all back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, damn, is this for real?
Once that's over,
this might be for real. And then that little space have you be like, man, hell nah, man. Right. I was, you know what I'm saying? You able to see things differently, or is stuff able to come to you a little bit clearer. You know what I'm saying? And you need that as a CEO, as a person that's the head that's going to keep the vision alive and keep people running in the company. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to do that and have good people that love their role. So my one thing that we did, bro, because I don't know how much you know, but we done got up to, $10+ million portfolio in real estate, and we grew that in like a year and a half. From nothing. You know what I'm saying? We was making money and stuff, but as far as our portfolio, we grew that in like a year and a half. And then we started to see we was doing our part, but still, if we hire this person and they do something wrong, even though I told them exactly what to do and what we want, if this contractor do this thing wrong, it's still following me. It's still my portfolio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we start to say, okay, this is what it is. You got to do other people's jobs, or you got to have systems set up so that if I know I got to hit Mike G and be like, hey, you're a contractor, right? We supposed to do some work, right? You're a good contractor, but you're not really a businessman. I got to understand that as a CEO. Yeah. So if I say, meet me at the property on Friday, you know what I'm saying? We get a quote. If I say that on Monday and just leave it there, you like, yep, I'll meet you there, 9 a.m. Cool, right. I got it. And I don't say shit else to you, and I go out there at 9 a.m., nigga, you're not going to be there. Right. I got to hit you 3-4 times to make sure that you're going to be there for you to do the work that you tell me you're going to do.
Link invite.
That's one thing I was going to say, too, is like the thing that I've really learned, I would say, in 2023 is just not in a bad way at all, but like when you being a boss, it's like using people for what they good for.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like you using them, but it's like if you on my team, you working for me, or we working with each other, let's tap into your strengths.
Exactly.
Because the type of people that we all probably are, everybody can't be. Like, everybody can't do everything, which is okay, because everybody don't want to do everything. Like, everybody don't want to be a boss. Some motherfuckers just want to work and be done.
And be a part of something.
Cool. You know what I'm saying? So It's just using the strengths and weaknesses of a person, and then just building together and just continue to build.
100%.
And you just hope that you work with the right people, and then if people do have different goals to do different things, like empower those people. Like it ain't nothing wrong with it, as long as they not doing anything to hinder what you got going on.
Yeah, you ain't. I mean, you're not using them, bro. It's just like we all working for a greater goal, and that's to win. Right,
I mean,
we using each other. We all using each other.
We all using each other.
Not using a
right, like in a bad way.
Because think about on the best sports teams that you know of all time. Your favorite teams like that win championships, not together, just a bunch of good players together, but they all got some of the dopest fucking role players that you know. You know what I'm saying? A Derek Fisher, a Robert Ory, a Draymond Green,
Dennis Rodman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these is role players that they just there to play their role. Now, Dennis Rodman might got shit going on out here and all of that. He might be getting money here, getting there.
Fucking with Madonna.
They're enabling them to be able to do what he want to do, but we all working for the sole purpose of getting to that W and getting that championship, and that's how we look at business, period, man. But how can everybody find you, man? Kind of talk about that, like where can they find your clothing line at, your wine, and then obviously, you know what I'm saying, on IG and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I mean socials, at Where's Mike G, just Where's WHERES Mike G. A lot of people think I'm saying Where Is, but other than that, the clothing brand WDRFA, we located at the Stutz Building, 1060 North Capitol Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana. And then, all the socials on that, just look up WDRFA. And then, wine. Yeah, I mean, with the wine.
He got so much shit, he forgetting about it.
Shit, this shit gonna be the longest closing I've ever heard.
It's at a couple different bars and restaurants throughout the city. If you see it, give it a taste. Try to patronize it if you like it. If you don't, I respect that. I appreciate all feedback. I like honesty because that's the only thing that's going to help me continue to grow, continue to elevate. But yeah, you can always pull up to the WDRFA store at the Stutz Building. I ain't sure when this is going to air, but we're going to always be doing events and stuff throughout the winter.
Oh, you got your birthday coming up, don't you?
All-Star coming up. Yeah, my birthday this weekend. Saturday, we're going to be at Crane Bay. It's going to be a movie.
I heard.
Yeah, VIP sold out. We got some general admission tickets. I've been warning people for 3 weeks. But, people
niggas don't listen.
People don't always listen to me. Sometimes I just be talking to lose breath, I guess. I don't know what the fuck be going on.
You put that phone on Do Not Disturb day of, huh? Don't hit me.
My phone actually broke right now.
That's cap. No, I'm just playing. Nah, he broke. His phone is broke, man.
Shit, Mike G, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? We proud of you. Like I said, 2023, that stamp. You know what I mean? Looking back, I know for us in the city, shoot, we proud. You bringing more emotion,
100%.
More just energy, you know what I'm saying? To it, and just everything. I'm like, damn, you got a clone. Damn, you got.
No, appreciate
that's
that.
hard. You know what I'm saying? You got a wine. Hey, man, look, Mike, we're going to have to sit down and chop it up on this pod, bro.
No, that's my goal,
you're going crazy, bro.
Honestly, with everything,
that's what's up.
Is like, over the overarching goal for everything I do is, like, of course, my family first, but just minorities in general, just to be exposed to different shit. Like, because a lot of the reason that my life is panning out the way that it is because I just been exposed to things. It ain't It ain't really no other reason. Like, I was bad as hell. I didn't get kicked out of school. Like, I didn't do a lot of different stuff. But just the fact that I was exposed to different things, like, opened my mind up, which I didn't even realize until I got to college. Like, when I got to college and I was in different classes and talking to people and realizing how many people had never traveled or done different things, and I could be a part of a conversation just because I've been to Wisconsin.
Right.
Just because my aunt took me to, L.A. when I was 10 years old. Like, at least I could say that I've been.
Right.
Those kind of things are kind of what helped, mold me into the person that I am, because it made me want to see more, do more. And, like I say, the whole goal was just to inspire, motivate, and go from there.
Just go hard, man. Hey, man, there it is. Like you said, we don't run from adversity, goddamn.
And just like that, man. We appreciate you too, man.
Straight up, man. Episode 35, Moguls in the Making, man. Catch us, add us. You know where y'all can find us, man. Shit, straight like that. We out, man.
Let's get it.